Yeah. All right. Do you believe in UFOs? Well, Navy pilots recorded videos like this showing encounters with unidentified flying objects off the Florida coast in 2015. Now, U.S. Navy pilots are talking about these videos with the New York Times. And this is not just a one-off encounter. They reported seeing UFOs almost daily from the summer of 2014 to March of 2015. One Super Hornet pilot even reported a near collision with one of the objects. And the objects are even catching the Navy's attention, which sent out a new classified guidance earlier this year on how pilots should report these encounters. That's according to the New York Times. So this has many of you asking, as well as us, do you believe in UFOs and aliens? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. What do you think, Tori?
I think it's definitely there. I believe we're not the only species out there. We don't know if Martians are in there. Remember, UFO just stands for unidentified flying object, which they are. Now, what's weird about this, and your brother probably knows, is they reversed very quickly direction, and they stayed in the air for 12 hours, and the pilots were saying, hey, that's 11 hours too long for something that small. There was no fuel gas can that they could see.
No engines.
No engines.
And these are Navy pilots. This isn't like a farmer who may have no idea how a plane is constructed.
Right.
These are experts baffled.
On aviation, you're right.
Yeah, and you have a story.
Yeah, so when I was younger, this was about, I'd say 10 years ago, I was in the car with my sister, one of my best friends, and my mum. We'd been at the mall shopping, we were going home on the highway, and there was standstill traffic. We were like, what's going on? And then we saw everyone around us in their cars were all looking up, some people getting out their cars, so we did the same. And we looked up, and there was this kind of an object. It was very bright, and it was dark sky. It was in the evening, and it was racing backwards and forwards in a way that was so bizarre.
Like no pattern or
There
path.
was no pattern. It was only for about a minute, and in that moment, I was very excited. I was like, this is the best day ever. My mum had a meltdown. She was crying. She was so afraid, and she was like, please, someone ring Dad. All of our phones went dead, and everyone around us, everyone was stood outside like their phones were dead.
Some electrical signal.
It was so strange.
Did your fingers start glowing?
I wish.
Stop it, Brandon.
No.
What? Stephanie phone home.
No,
Stephanie was
honestly.
like, take me.
If there's one person that the aliens will come take, it's Stephanie R. Jones.
Yeah, they would love her.
I'm not gonna lie, I did offer myself up for scientific experiment, but my mum was like, get in this car! No!
Stephanie's on the hood of the car.
I was like, I will totally report back and I will be cool with this.
I think what's interesting is the difference of your response and your mom's.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of Americans, at least, you know, I'm sure our government wants to prevent hysteria. So I think it's no coincidence that we're slowly seeing this leaking of information as to normalize it before.
I mean, it's scary.
With reputable people saying it, right?
I don't think you can normalize that, though.
I think we're starting to already.
You put it out a little bit, you put it out a little bit here.
When you have the New York Times, the Washington Post as their headlines today, and then you also have the Navy not denying it, but instead coming out with new protocol on how they report it to the Department of Justice. Boy.
Sounds cool, but then when E.T. walks up to you and give you a high five,
I'm ready.
Hysteria.
I'm ready.
Hysteria.
She's ready.
If you need a spare room, E.T., hit me up. I make a mean spaghetti bolognese for tea.
Let me see what DBL Nation says. 62% yes, beam me up. They're right there with Stephanie Jones. All right.
Take me.
Hi DBL Nation, Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital Team. It is Tuesday, not Monday. That's super exciting. You know what else is exciting? Our hosts. Let's go to the desk and see what they're doing. Hey guys, what's going on, Tor? Great. You got some comments, Tor?
I just want to know more about Stephanie.
Yeah, we're going to hear more from Stephanie.
Like, can you paint the picture? Was it cold? Was it hot?
What time of day was it? You said it was dark out.
It was early evening. We've been at the mall shopping, and the mall. I mean, the shops in England aren't open quite as late as that in America.
Like 5-ish?
So let's say maybe 7 p.m. Maybe 7 p.m. But the thing was, no one believed us when we left. No one believed us.
Thank you.
And you couldn't get video.
grabbing my food from up front.
Because your phone stopped.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just remember my mum trying to ring and all of our phones wouldn't work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's either everyone ringing at once or some electrical signal was sent to blast out people.
But no
like
one,
an impulse.
No one could use their phones. It was really strange. My mum was honestly extremely distraught.
I think that's probably
I
more
was
of a normal
excited.
response, though.
Yeah.
That's going to be the most, you know. we're conditioned to think about UFOs and aliens like
the
Independence
movies.
Day.
Totally.
Where it's scary and they're going to take away our resources and that. Do you think that's the case? I don't think that's the case. I think it's a kinder, more empathetic species.
Who knows? What do we know? We know that we're on planet Earth and we've not yet discovered half the species that are in our oceans.
Yep.
And we live on this planet.
Yep, we
So
know more about the
are we-
moon than the
Are we
oceans.
really so naive to think that we're the only life
what do you
force
think
in
they're
this
like?
universe?
Well,
What do
in
you
Star
think they're
Trek, they
like?
go for scientific discovery and curiosity, and I hope that's what it is.
Well,
I
whoever
think
they
they've already
are,
done all
they
that.
would be more clever than us because
Oh, I
they've got
think
the
they're way more
technology
clever than
to
us.
come here. We haven't got the technology to find
They
them.
put out the trailer for the Picard.
Picard
show.
is coming back. Did you know that Jean-Luc Picard? Woo! That's right, Leo.
What was that?
Patrick Stewart, the old
Bless you.
captain from the Star Trek Enterprise, is returning.
His own
Hey.
show.
And some of us, like us
Oh, one
nerds,
second,
are
one
really
second, go on.
excited.